morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Hola, buenos días y feliz Navidad. Hi, Monica. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año y felicidad. My kids buy me these, and I just don't know about these face masks. How is everybody doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Guten Tag from Germany. Hello, Germany. Yesterday, my phone auto-corrected Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to Merry Christmas and Happy New Jersey, and I think I'm just going to go with it. Thank you to everybody who sent well wishes and love on my Instagram post about my new house in New Jersey. It's very exciting. I am very excited. And thank you to everybody who sent well wishes to Charlie. Again, she is doing great, and we're just in the house. I trust that you all had a nice Christmas. I hope that you did. Michael had the heat on like 155 last night. Jen McCauley, I will add him to my prayer list. I just need his name, please. Anyway, Michael had the heat on last night at like 750. So I woke up this morning like, and I was like, what's up with that heat? And he's like, I was freezing last night. Okay, well, it is freezing in Birmingham, but you put a desert in my mouth. Anyway, I hope that you all had a wonderful Christmas. Okay, let me tell you something about me. Something about me is if you give me a product and I don't know how to use it, it will never come out of the box. And if the directions, listen to the directions of this face product. Achieve a healthy luminous glow by brushing 3 dots of our illuminating milk on the high points of your face. Bitch, my whole face is a high point. The fuck is a high point? What is a high point on my face? Is my whole face not a high point? I don't know what that means. And collarbone. Now I got to put stuff on my collarbone. Blend with your fingertips for natural radiance. Excuse me, I don't know what that means. I need 44-year-old, I don't really wear product instructions. Like put 1 dot on your nose and rub it in. That's what I need. What is a high point? I don't know what that means. So that'll stay in my drawer for the rest of my life. Chester. All right, Chester, we love you. 2-in-1 Purifying and Glow Mask Collection. Y'all, do I look like somebody who wears masks? I don't even wear... Anyway. Brown sugar, ready, glow, exfoliating me. Tell me something good. Golden Root Purifying Mud Mask. Like, who has time for this shit? Do people really put this on? Okay. Not me. Generation Clay. Brightening Purple Clay Mask. Apply to an even layer to clean, dry skin. Wait approximately 10 minutes or until the mask starts to tighten. Use water to... That's too many steps for me. That's too many steps for me. No. This is why I will never have, like, really good skin. All right, anyway. We got to talk about unhappiness, y'all. Some of you are in very unhappy situations, and you are writing to me about it, and you say, Thank you, Judy. You say, I don't know what to do. But the truth is, you do know what to do. You just don't want to do it. You do know what to do. You just don't want to do it. You're in a relationship with someone that's not available and you're miserable being the other woman. You're in a relationship with someone that isn't honest with you or whatever, and you're constantly chasing the truth. You don't feel secure in your relationship. You don't feel settled, but you don't do anything about it. Why? Okay, here's the thing. If you are going to choose unhappiness, okay, that's your choice. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you're not ready to make a change in your life. Maybe you're not ready to truly be happy. Maybe you're not ready to turn your light on. Maybe you're not ready to do the work. Maybe you're just too scared to make a change in your life. Fine. I am not here to judge you. But if you are going to choose a situation that is unhappy, if you are going to choose a situation where you cry more than you smile, where you chase the happy moments to get a fix from all the time that you're unhappy, you better understand why the fuck you are choosing unhappiness. You better do the internal searching, like, why am I choosing this unhappiness? What can I learn from this misery? Because at the very least, if you are not learning from your misery, you are wasted space. Period. But Jamie, how could you say, I said what I said. If you are not at the very least learning about why you are choosing misery, why you're choosing unhappiness, how scary could being alone be? How scary could finding new love be? How scary could vulnerability be that you would literally choose misery? You would literally choose unhappiness, then make a change in your life. I do not understand. And people say to me, oh, but you're married. Oh, but you have a family. You don't get it. Oh, but no, I do. I stayed stuck and miserable and unhappy for 11 years before I let God into my life. And I'm not saying Jesus is the way for you. I'm saying that's what saved me. But I was miserable for 11 years, abusing my body, abusing substance, letting the wrong men touch me, soul snatchers, energy vampires, people taking my money, everything, fighting, abuse. Oh, what was that? For shame. Okay? So I do get it. And I was so afraid of choosing me, and I was so afraid of healing that I was like, I am going to stay in this space forever because I am not worthy. And I didn't do the work to figure out why. I got lucky that God saved me. I got lucky that in that moment of despair, God saved me. Because I don't know that I ever would have chosen myself. It's a long time to be miserable, 11 years. A long time. So, why do I bring this up? Because right now, someone is listening to this video, watching this video, going, does she know me? Is she here right now? What the hell? Right? Right now, somebody is watching this video going, it's me. I am her. She is me. I am in a very unhappy situation and I choose this unhappiness. This is an unhappiness of my own doing. Nobody is forcing me in this relationship. Nobody is keeping me here. I am choosing this every day. And I chase the small highs and I cry myself through all the lows because I am afraid to move on. So I would rather chase those temporary highs. What you don't understand is worthiness doesn't have to come from you. You were born worthy. Oh, here you go, Jamie, but you were. You were born worthy by our Creator who created you in his vision, who went, I need somebody like this. I need somebody who looks like this, acts like this, walks like this, talks like this, with that ass and that double chin and those saggy tits and that kind of hair and this one and that one and this boom, boom, boom. That's what I need on this earth. You are already worthy. You're anointed. You were created by the Creator. You weren't made in a petri dish. You weren't, you're not a science experiment. You're not an alien or a robot. Although if there are aliens, they were probably made by God too, but I'm just saying it. Like, you are already worthy. So when you wallow in unhappiness and you're trying to figure out why, and you're trying to understand why you don't believe you deserve, you are deserving. You were born deserving. Your mother did not put you on this earth for you to cry over somebody's dusty ass son. Period. Period. I said what I said. And yes, I have a son. Yes, I have a son. And I am well aware that if I don't stay on top of him, he could turn into a dusty ass son too. And some girl could be crying over Max one day and not on my watch. Oh, no. Because I will tell her, I know you're not crying over my dusty ass son who doesn't even put lotion on his elbows. Okay? Nikki Nicole, stop crying. It's time. This is the sign you need. You are worthy. Choose you. Choose happiness. Fight for it. When you're scared, fight for it. So many people would rather just stay in their unhappy situation because they're so afraid to make a change. And they choose misery because it feels safer. Well, you better do the work then. You better learn why you want to be miserable, why you're so afraid to choose happiness, why you don't feel worthy. Come on. So, listen to me. I have made a lot of mistakes. Listen to Aunt Jamie. I have made a lot of mistakes. I have wallowed in unhappiness, praying that I would be somebody's first choice. Choose me, see me, pick me, please. I never chose myself. Why would any man, and let's be honest, ladies, a lot of times it's about a man. It's not always about a man, but a lot of times it is. Why would any man or woman choose me if I don't think I'm worthy of choosing myself? If I'm not strong enough to set boundaries, if I'm not strong enough to prioritize myself, if I'm not strong enough, if I am not crystal clear about what I deserve and what I want, why would any man go out of this? This ain't a fucking fairy tale. You think Ryan Gosling is going to come out and run out of the house and say, it's you, it's always been you? No. Somebody slaved over that script for months and months and months and months and months and probably got the studio note that that wasn't believable, but that women would probably eat it up. So let's leave it in. And guess what? We did. But that's not how it works. When you are miserable and you are unhappy, that is the energy that you put out into the world. Nothing will change unless you change. You are responsible for you. You can't be strong and tough in your life and choose misery. You just cannot. It is like trying to force two magnets together. When you choose yourself, when you really, really, really get to the bottom of why you're okay with mediocrity, why you're okay with being a part-time lover, why you're okay with misery, when you really get to the bottom of why you don't feel worthy, that is when you will say, holy shit, I gotta make a change. Why would the right man choose a miserable woman? He wouldn't. Did I leave my husband? Girl, no. My husband is in the kitchen playing the game of life with his children. Guys, if I leave Michael, you will never have to guess. If I leave Michael, you will know that I left Michael, because I will have me like 10 girlfriends. Y'all, if you are going to choose misery, you think you're a martyr for love because you cry in your relationship all the time and you're unhappy and blah, blah, blah. No. You're not a martyr for love. You don't feel worthy. And you missed God's memo. Remember answer machines like, hey guys, what's up? It's Jamie. I can't get to the phone right now. Leave a message and I'll call you back. Right? God left you a message. He said, hey girl, I created you in my image. You were born worthy. You don't ever have to chase love or adoration or value. You were born into all that. You are royalty. I did that. I made you. You are spectacular and you are ready for love. Oh, baby, you're ready for love. And you know what? God's on your answering machine and you're not listening to the message. Okay? I only share this with you because I love you and I don't want you to be miserable. I want you to choose you. And I want you to understand that any man choosing you while you are miserable and feeling unworthy, that is not romantic. That is a man that is going to take advantage of the fact that you don't set healthy boundaries for yourself. That is a man who's going to take advantage of you. That is a man that's dealing with his own shit and goes, here's a woman who's miserable, who doesn't feel worthy. Watch me run her life into the fucking ground. She will cry herself to sleep 6 out of 7 nights a week, and she can never blame me for it because she's allowing it to happen. She let me in. So, if you are the person crying yourself to sleep however many nights a week alone for the holiday while he does whatever and blase, bloopity, bloop, 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 you have nobody to blame but yourself. Listen to God's message on your answering machine. It's right here. It's right now. And be very skeptical of a man who comes into your life while you are at your lowest. He is not a fucking savior. Okay? He's not a savior. He's unhealthy. And he's the kind of man who's taking advantage of you and your situation. Period. There is no Ryan Gosling. This is not the fucking Notebook. Okay? That's a movie. Yeah, that's a movie. Okay? I love you. I don't say this to be a jerk. I love you. And then you'll meet that one person who's like, he came into my life when I was at my lowest and he saved me. Okay, sis, you're the exception, not the rule. Okay? I'm not saying it can't ever happen, ever, because Jurassic Park could happen. But I am telling you that when you are in a low period of desperation, you give off an energy of love me, need me, fill me, please. I need somebody to love me, fill me, please. And the wrong man sees that and goes, hey, I'm a taker. For whatever reason, he may have the best intentions. I'm a taker. I'm a user. I'm an opportunist. This woman is an opportunity. I'm going to hitch my cart to her wagon. No. It ends today. Cut the shit. Not all men are bad. I never said that. If you heard all men are bad, go back and listen again. I specifically said users, opportunists, those guys. I'm telling you now, if you are in a situation where you are down on yourself and you are unhappy and you are miserable, the man that comes to you in that space is not the one. Because the right man cannot love you until you love yourself. I was so down and out and miserable and unhappy and suicidal and abused when I first met Michael, and he bought me a drink and I was like, oh no, I don't want your number, blah, 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 blah. No, nope. He never could have loved me at that time. I didn't love myself. I hated myself. I hated myself. I hated who I had become. I hated what I let happen to me. I hated the abusive relationship I was in. It wasn't until I finally chose me and I made the choice to leave that relationship and give my life over. This is what worked for me. Give my life over to God and be like, okay, Lord, you got to help me because I cannot. I have tried to do it by myself, Lord, and it is not working. And I learned to make myself happy. What do you like to do, Jamie? How do you like to eat? How do you eat your eggs? Stop trying to live for everybody else. Stop trying to live for the version of you that you think a man would want and blah, blah, blah. No, just be you and the right man will eventually come along and love that. It is so hard to trust that. But Jamie, you don't understand. No, I do. I do. And Michael is not perfect. And sometimes I dream of Jeannie. Literally, her name is Jeannie and she's gorgeous. Sometimes I think, oh, I cannot do this marriage thing anymore. I cannot. Right? But that does not negate the fact that Michael was able to love me because I had finally chosen to love myself and I was independent and I was happy without him. And that is what he loved. Listen to the podcast. He will tell you. He was super into me because by the time we started dating, I didn't need him. I didn't have that clingy, needy, I'm going to pour into you and give you everything I have energy. I was very like, hey, this is me in my lane and I'm very happy right now and I'm doing this and I'm working and I'm building a career and I like my eggs like this. And he was like, huh, that's sexy. That's attractive. Look how happy she is without me. Men don't, you think a man wants to feel like he's your whole world? Not a healthy man. A healthy man does not ever want to feel like he's your whole world. Men love independent women. They love women who have happiness in their own lane and they have their own friends and their own hobbies and that a man just adds to it. Your happiness doesn't hinge on him. And I see these people, these women who are only happy when things are good in their relationship and they're miserable. You're choosing an unhealthy relationship and then you cry when it's unhealthy. How is that working for you? You're choosing an unhealthy relationship and then you cry when it gets unhealthy. What the fuck? And you say like, Jamie, you yell too much. I yell because I'm passionate about your happiness. I want you to be happy. I want you to listen. Please know I did it wrong for a long time. You know what? I remember I was dating this guy named Guy. His name was Guy Glorioso. And you know what? Somebody listening to this video probably knows him because he lived in Birmingham. Anyway, I met him while I was dating Michael. And I really liked him. And he really liked me too at first. Like, I really like this guy. His name's Guy. And I'm going to tell you what. 3 months into the relationship, I could feel this man literally and figuratively trying to do this from me. I could feel it. And I didn't understand why. Why was he pulling away from me? He was so attracted to me. I was attracted to him. We were super into each other. Like it was like, everything was there. Why was he always like this after 3 months? Because the first 3 months, it was hot and heavy. Looking back at who I was as I was transitioning out of the abusive relationship and into that space where Michael and I were ready for each other, I was not healthy. I was clingy and needy and always trying to prove that I could be the good girlfriend and I could be the thing. And you know what? I think God was like, I don't like that energy. That's a lot. And it's too much. And he just ended it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm sad and I don't understand and I don't get it. But you know what? I got it. After like months went by, I looked back and was like, I wouldn't have wanted to date her either. She was all over the place. And the first like couple of months, any relationship is fun. You got your mask on, you're doing it all right, you know? So Guy Glorioso, if you're watching, good on you for moving away from me. Good on you. And also, I'm proud of your art. I looked you up on Facebook and your art is beautiful. Look, at the end of the day, we all just want to be happy. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have it all figured out. I definitely don't. But we just want to be happy. Yet some of us are actively choosing misery. And that to me will never make sense. If we all know we want to be happy, how can we actively choose unhappiness? That's not serving you. That's not serving your best self. That's not serving your creator. That's not serving your children. I just love y'all so much. I really do. I just love you. I don't know why I love you. I just do. I feel it a calling to just love. And I think it's because I know what it's like to not love. And I know what it's like to not be loved. Anyway, we don't have to have it all figured out today. But if you are actively, I love you too, Sarah Perry. If you are actively choosing misery right now, and you know if you are or not, you know if you are, you got to figure out why. Why do you actively choose to be unhappy? Why? That's step one. Just figure it out. Some of y'all have the coolest names. Michelle Piku Trahan. I love it. Claudia Grippin Crawford. It sucks not to feel loved. Amen, sister. You better say that twice. Double tap. Joe Perone. That was my grandfather's last name. Perone. I love you too, Emily. I love you too, Elizabeth. Anyway, thank you guys for listening and for being with me through these very weird conversations that I get really passionate about. And poor Guy Glorioso is probably like, yo, girl, could you leave me out of your coffee talk? Damn. But I just had to say it. I never forgot. And I'll never forget what it felt like to have him pull away from me. And for me to understand that I would have pulled away from me too. Yucko. So, the key is to figure out why you choose misery. Why do you choose it for yourself? And once you understand that, you can start to actively make changes in your life. And you got to admit it, you know, self-actualization and self-awareness is the key to healing and making change, honestly. And you got to really go, I know this is miserable for me. I know I'm unhappy. I know this isn't right for me. So why do I choose it? And it can't be because I love him. It can't be about them. It has to be about you, or you'll never get to happiness. And that is the goal, right? Healthy, happy love. And it doesn't have to be happy every day, all day. I love my husband. I'm not happy every day, all day, but I'm happy every day, every day. When you love somebody, you want them to see what you see in them. You want them to value what you value in them. You want them to understand their worthiness, and you can't force God on people, but you can remind them that they are a creation of our Creator. How can you have children and not understand the miracle of life and not understand the glory of God? You look at your child and you think, you are perfect. You were created, look at you, in love, and look at what I have. Look at what I made. Look at what I did. Well, that is you too. You too are someone's child. You too were made by the Creator. It is the same way you look at your child and want love and happiness and self-esteem and good choices for them, is the way that the universe wants that for you. But we think that we are not worthy somehow. And the worthiness that is out there for anyone is out there for you. And you have got to have profound understanding about why you choose unhappiness for yourself. Why are you choosing unhealthy? Why? And not about them. It can't be he, she, they. No. No. You. Again, I'm not perfect. I make a million mistakes every day. But I can take you through the worst times of my life and say, here's what I did and here's how I got out of it. And Michael never would have loved me if I had not forced myself to love myself and choose myself. You think I wanted to be alone? You think I wanted to it would have been so much easier to get out of that abusive relationship and go right into another shitty relationship. Shout out to Guy Glorioso, who didn't let me do that, who was like, nope, I'm dumping you on your ass. I had never really been dumped before. Thank you, Guy, for dumping me. Because had you not dumped me, it wouldn't have forced me to sit on my porch that night and go, why would a great guy like Guy Glorioso want to dump me? Aren't I a catch? No, I'm not. I'm unhealthy. I'm needy. I'm clingy. I'm not putting off the right energy. I haven't healed from my last relationship. I have no idea how to love myself. I don't even know how I like my fucking eggs. So if I was Guy Glorioso, I would have dumped me too. And that forced me to work on myself. And that is where I was able to turn the light on for Michael to come by and go, oh, hey, look at her doing the work. What's that feel like? Hey, independent woman who has boundaries and doesn't, and wants to make sure that if I come into her life, I do it in the right way and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yup. Yes. All right, I love you guys so much. I love you. You can share this video if you want on your page, and we can have, oh my God, this poor kid and Guy Glorioso is going to be like, why? Well, just know that I really appreciated you, Guy, and I think your artwork is beautiful. Have a great, great day. Thank you, Elizabeth Santana.